Yeah, no, this is awful. No.
This is a terrible idea. Okay, hi, everybody. Thanks for coming back. If you've been here before, or hi, welcome if you're new. My name's Mickey. I'm a therapist. We talk about therapist-y things on this channel. You're not a therapist.
I don't talk about therapist-y things in this channel.
Do you want to tell people your name?
Is Aaron. Honestly, I don't talk very much on this channel. What are we doing today, babe?
We are talking about the ultimatum again.
It's like episode 10.
Episode 6.
6.
I checked. We have 5 more episodes. So I think we're starting to like hit the wall with this season or this series. Hopefully some of these episodes are like not shit and we can just like cram them together. But I have a feeling this is not the one because this is the changeover, episode 6.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah, everybody's going back to their original partners and I have a feeling it's going to be explosive.
Messy.
So let's get into it.
Okay. Also, if you'd like to listen to us talk more about absolute nonsense, you can check out the Patreon where we do this and other things.
Yeah. And Aaron's wearing our merch. Well, he's wearing my merch, but...
Yeah, I didn't come up with this. I'm not that clever.
Yeah, send it.
54 minutes, because of course I didn't have to.
Oh, good.
Oh, good.
Nick
We're
and
back
Vanessa
at
are
the
back.
Last supper. This is more like the second supper.
Yeah, it is.
I walked into this experience wanting to get married. I really want my happy ending.
Don't we all?
You all came
I don't
here
know if
for
she's
the
gonna
same
get it, though.
reason. April and Colby, you're all smiles. Tell us what it was like.
It has truly been life-changing. I have learned a lot from you. To listen without it going in one ear, out the other kind of thing, which I think that's what I was missing in my last relationship. The people
That's
that
on
we
you,
thought
dude.
was best for us.
Did you just
How
cell phone?
April taught you that? I mean, I'm sure many women would love to know, like, how do you teach a man to listen?
Well, it's a lot of talking.
Like, I have no choice but to listen.
It really wasn't
That's
an
how
option.
I feel. Like,
it was like forced.
Colby, you pushed me to be a stronger
that a
and
good
more
thing?
mature woman.
And you become just that.
I
she
am
grew
stunned.
into a woman during our time
We
together.
were laughing about it, but it wasn't funny.
I like actually kind of want to address that.
We've already paused it, so I think you should address it. I want to listen to you.
I am, first of all, flabbergasted by the insinuation Colby previously was operating in life as a person who just felt like other people were just not worth listening to.
He said, Madeline, I didn't listen to a fucking thing you said.
Yeah. Or just like, I didn't care to. Like,
Yeah.
this is the same. He said something in the last episode about like that people like just listen to what people have to say. Like that was truly life-changing to him.
Like all these words, they're
And
out
like,
there. You
I
just gotta
stand
find
by
them.
what we said, like here for the growth, you know,
We are here
but
for the growth.
also mind-boggling that someone like, I know that people are this way, but it is still interesting to have someone out themselves.
With confidence.
For what it's worth, if you are in a place where you feel like your partner is not doing a great job of like really hearing you, especially in these like big conversations, just talking more is not a reliable way.
Oh, he said force. You should force it.
Yeah, no, I want to sort of clearly advocate for like not doing that, having clear and conscientious conversations about how we're feeling, what we're noticing in the relationship, what our ideal outcomes and changes are. Like these are useful conversations to be having, and especially if you're finding yourself just stuck going to individual therapy or couples therapy, all useful interventions, but simply forcing your partner to listen to you by talking more is probably not a reliable means. Also, I'd like to point out that again, this show suffers from the syndrome of like locking people in a studio apartment and then acting like that's some kind of life-changing thing. Like, no, like, of course he listened to April. Where the fuck else was he gonna go? But like, literally, what was his alternative? He signed a contract to be on camera. Where was he gonna go? You gonna go hang out with your bros? Like, no, you have nothing else to do except for be on camera, hang out with April. Of course, he's eventually listened to her. When you have no other stimuli, like that's not a glowing success of like how wonderful this experiment is at forcing people to work on themselves. You know, You're just like locking someone in a room. Like that's unimpressive. I could do that too, but that's unethical. Like you shouldn't be doing that to people. Okay, before we dive more into this disaster of a dinner, I want to talk to you guys about this week's sponsor. Thank you so much to Helix Sleep for sponsoring this week's video. Even though it looks like it, I promise I am not in a fancy hotel room. I am actually on my fancy new mattress. Helix Sleep makes premium mattresses and bedding that are customized to your needs, and then they deliver them right to your door, which is how we got this mattress. One of the coolest things about Helix Sleep is that they know that everybody's sleep needs and everybody's body is different, so their sleep quiz helps you pick out a mattress that is uniquely suited to fit your needs. Helix really does have something for everybody's unique taste, and their sleep quiz also is designed for you and your partner to take it together if you guys are going to share the mattress, so that you can find the perfect compromise for you guys to have your perfect mattress. I personally am a back sleeper, but Aaron is a stomach sleeper, and so we took the sleep quiz together, and Helix matched us with the Helix Midnight Luxe. And we also added the Glacio Tex cooling cover because if you don't know, we live in Arizona and it is so hot here. And so this mattress, literally touching it right now, is cool to the touch, and it's the perfect compromise for us both. Aaron and I are not really people to upgrade big purchase items either. And so our Helix mattress compared to our old like mattress that I had when I was in college is literally such a game changer. I feel like it's a quality of life issue. And we have like leveled up our sleep game by like 10 times. And our dogs also really seem to love it because they sleep on our mattress with us. So I think it's really a good fit for our whole family. One of my favorite things about Helix is that they have a 100-night sleep trial and a 10-year warranty. So even if you buy your mattress, you do the thing, you take the plunge, and you decide you don't like your mattress, you have 100 nights to sleep on it with your own sheets, in your own bed, and decide, is this mattress a good fit for me? And if it's not, they literally show up to your house, they pick it up for you, and they take it away for you. No questions asked. To top it all off, Helix delivers your mattress right to your door, and it comes in a very compact little box. I promise they're not going to deliver you like a giant mattress, which is super convenient, especially for me. I'm not like a shopping person, so I really enjoyed that it came right to my house. We opened the package, we inflated it, we put it on our bed, and we're ready to sleep like literally same day. Obviously, I love my Helix, and I think that you would love yours too if you've got one. So if you want to try Helix, go click the link in the description to get up to $200 off of your new mattress and to get 2 free pillows. Thank you so much to Helix Sleep for sponsoring this video. Let's go watch some more of the Ultimatum.
It's a weird move to say that right before they get back together.
The hell out of you. He's a hardworking man, and he inspires me. He's a positive person. Be happy this man gave you an ultimatum.
She's a very strong woman, and she tends to be aggressive with her words.
It might be a bitch.
And they do cut deep. And I don't know if you would be able to handle what she delivers sometimes.
Do you?
Colby, I think you gotta
you don't even
reword that
listen.
because I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, I don't know.
Like what?
Yeah.
Not even Shanique agrees with him.
Like,
I would
was
say
saying some shit, but like that was stupid.
I disagree.
I did give her the ultimatum. You saying that you can see a future with her, what scares me about that is that you actually said that. That's something that we now need to sit down and have a talk about and discuss.
What did he think was
Do you
going to
think
happen?
she's- I didn't think anyone here would like her because
Or
I
does
can't
she
stand her.
feel strongly?
Yeah.
We got some talking to do.
Why? What's up?
Is there anything you want to tell me before I say anything?
No, what's up?
In the past 3 weeks, I've fallen for Ray. Come to find out, April's been texting me a lot of guys that she found out partying at the club. I've seen her with all these other dudes on Instagram as well.
Yeah, I know that she knows that would upset me because she knows I do care.
If you fucking know so much, you may as well have been there. Because your story is frankly quite off. I walked into the club and this guy started walking my way and I was like, hey, I'm single. We exchanged contacts. Yes, I fucking enjoyed it, but you had somebody that you slept in bed with every night. You guys had a connection. So stop making me look like the crazy person. You're validating everything that I fucking experienced in these past 3 weeks, and it's pushing me away because, like,
Good,
this is
go
not
then
even,
go.
not even
Because
5-10 minutes of being here. You can't even communicate in a calm tone. How mature?
Because I sit there and I just faced you and tried to talk to you and you talked over me, which you do all the fucking time. Anything I say, you never listen. That's what I loved about Ray, because she actually listened.
Okay.
And she gave me feedback.
Okay, I'm going to sleep. This is going in
I
circles.
don't care.
Great. Get out of my apartment.
I would love to if I could.
Oy.
It's night one, and I already don't have energy to sit here and communicate with this person. And this is someone that I've loved for the past 2 years.
You abandoned me.
Oy. Just real quick. The like always never thing, fundamentally unhelpful in conflict resolution. Comparing your partner to other people, fundamentally unhelpful during conflict resolution. These are things like if we find ourselves in that place, it's important to take time and go like process, because when we are like insulting our partner for the sake of hurting them because they've hurt us, like we're no longer having productive discourse. We're like exchanging one hurt for another, and we're just going to go downhill from there. Also, this thing, like I understand what Jake was trying to do in terms of like giving her the chance to talk about it, but this like entrapment thing of like, is there anything you want to tell me before I say something? Like that might not have been the first thing on her mind. She might not have perceived that as like a break in trust, quite honestly, because I don't know that I disagree with her. Her and Colby had kind of an interesting arrangement in that like they were together, but I don't know that they had like this soul connection that Jake and Ray did.
Fell into each other. Well, they were like, just like the last ones.
Yes, they were the last softball picks. I don't know that I disagree with her saying like, I'm single, I can give my number out to somebody at a club, you know, like personally, I don't see that as being like some intentionally malicious act of betrayal. It just is. And also, I think it's important to honor that even if it had been an act of betrayal, she could very well have had plans to sit down and have a conversation with him about it tomorrow, or like after they had some time to settle and cuddle and like talk about the evening. And so like this entrapment thing that Jake did, I don't know, honestly, is super fair. But they both are doing the thing where they're just...
Looks like we were looking for an opportunity to be like, see, the other person did this better.
Yeah. And we're just like super not being productive communicators.
Why are you shaking your head about it?
I was in Colby's bathroom and, you know, happened to flip through his Apple Watch. I did a quick little scroll. I don't know, you know, any of these girls' names.
Ask questions.
So I went through his message thread with one of these girls, and it was someone that he made out with and didn't tell me about. Not even the girl he made out with when he was with Zay.
I asked you about this whole kissing multiple times.
Yeah, and I told you exactly what happened with that kiss thing. I did tell you that.
Yeah, you texted me about kissing this girl and then apologizing and going back out with some other girls. Wow,
Yeah,
withholding
that's
that
exactly
you
what I
would
said.
with that other girl.
I didn't know I did that. That was the next day thing, obviously.
Weak shit, Colby.
He told this girl we had an open relationship.
You didn't tell me about this, and then continuing a conversation with her for fucking 3 weeks. You've been FaceTiming her and calling her?
Yeah, she's been talking me through this shit.
You think
That's different.
appropriate?
Yeah, I guess I do.
Fucking loser.
Okay, so...
Name calling, not cool.
Colby shut down, and he did walk out.
I think the hard thing is that he wasn't transparent about it.
Yeah. But also, like, they don't have an open relationship.
Like they do and they don't.
Like,
And also, I
for
don't
the
know that
show's
they had a
purposes,
conversation about
that's
that
what I'm saying.
either.
For the show...
Like it's different, I think. I think she walked in with the understanding that he would have a relationship with one other person from the show.
Yes,
But then
yeah.
for him to foster a relationship with a random person that he met at a bar, and then to be like sort of casually hooking up with lots and lots of people, and then to not tell her about it or to be actively deceitful about the depths to which he was involved with those people is different.
Well, because too, he's on the show, like, because collectively they're going through this thing together, like open
Yes.
relationship together collectively.
Yeah.
Like going outside of that feels like
It's a closed
actively-
circle.
That feels like cheating to some degree because you're like
Yeah.
actively looking for.
Yeah, like this experience, I think they were able to deal with like the break in monogamy
Yeah.
because it's a closed bubble.
Yes.
Like in theory, there's a point where the web ends.
Yes.
But that it doesn't.
Yeah.
And I don't know that Madeline agreed to that.
I highly doubt that.
Which is like that's different, you know what I mean? Like having non-monogamous or polyamorous relationships is like a perfectly healthy and normal thing for people to do, but it's very important that everyone go in with the same understanding, that we have clear conversations about boundaries, that there's like relationship expectations and mores that we've all mutually agreed to participate in.
This does not sound like that.
This
happened
is
here.
not that. No. And like, I don't know. I feel like the April thing is different because she exchanged contact information with a person, potentially like hooked up with a person and like didn't really get the opportunity to air that out either.
Yeah.
It sounds like this happened at least a few days in where Colby had the opportunity to say something.
Probably about the same time.
And like Madeline asked about it.
Yeah.
and
'Cause the
we
things they
weren't
was
fully.
talking about. I'm sure, yeah, they'd all been talking.
Yeah, like we weren't fully
I'm sure
transparent.
this group chat on this show is hot.
Ugh.
Hey, Colby.
What's up?
Hey.
Just trying to get some sleep. You having a good day?
I'm in your spot.
No, you're fine. You're good.
Oh, thank you.
I can let y'all keep talking.
No, it's okay.
We need to talk.
Sorry, Ray. I'm just exhausted.
No, I get it. Totally. I'm
not
like
feeling
super.
good at all. I don't want to get you sick or anything, you know?
You're sick?
I don't know.
I don't know if hangovers are contagious.
Yeah, probably not.
Okay.
Love you
Bye.
guys.
You're
Bye.
awesome.
See you, Ray.
See ya.
It's the worst.
I think we
Oh, that was the
really
most awkward.
need to discuss last night and where we're at right now.
I think we should too. I just don't think right now is a good time to do that for me.
I get that you're tired, but I'm exhausted. You didn't tell me that you were having. Colby.
Okay,
Did you? Did you tell me that you were having?
I'm really trying here. I'm so sorry.
I know. Okay, but like you're just saying that you told me, but you didn't. Like I need you to own up that you didn't tell me.
I didn't tell you that I told that girl the frustrations I was having, what I was going through. She talked about something very deep with me, was a reason why I felt like I could open up to her.
First of all, you shouldn't ever feel that comfortable with another girl to talk about me. But
Okay.
and if you do, that is
Going
something
forward,
to take up
I will
with me.
not do that ever again.
You're becoming more patronizing and you're making me want to walk out of this without you because I think I would be better for it.
I think you'd be better too.
So I'm just gonna make this real easy on you.
I'm trying so hard and I deserve more.
You deserve a lot more than me. I'm not worth it.
Okay, but you're not worth it, but it's still my fault that everything happened.
Yes.
Okay,
What? Just
there is a lot that we need to unpack there. I don't even know where.
I don't have any thoughts. I'm just gonna let you roll.
So, first of all, this, like, I did this because it was what Madeline wanted, and so therefore Madeline can't be mad because this is what she asked for thing. No. Fucking no. This has a, I'm not going to speak about anybody specifically because Netflix highly edits the show and I don't want to character assassinate anyone. However, I do want to speak broadly about the communication that's being demonstrated here because if you find yourself in a situation where your partner has hurt you, you're trying to hold them to task for the thing that they did, that they made the choice as an adult human being that hurt you. And they say, I did that because of you. And so if I hurt you, it's because you wanted me to. That's abusive. That it has a strong gaslighty abusive energy to it. She did not ask him to go and have relationships with people outside of this experiment. I think it's also worth noting that Colby was the one who issued the ultimatum in this situation. Colby was the one who brought Madeline into this show. Colby was the one who wanted to be here primarily. And so for him to insinuate that Madeline asked him to get the full experience and to have relationships with people outside of this show is so disingenuous. And it feels abusive. It feels like a thing that abusers do where they turn things around and you walk out of a conversation, feel like the look on her face of like, how did this happen? How did you end up arguing for the thing, like the side that I'm on, but it still feels wrong? That's an indicator that we're having a conversation with someone who is committed to misunderstanding and also confusing you. Like Colby is sowing seeds of doubt. As far as we can tell, based on this highly edited show, this conversation appears like Colby might be intentionally sowing seeds of doubt for the purpose of making this conversation as unproductive as possible to avoid taking accountability for the ways in which he's hurt his partner. I also just want to talk about how this situation, like, this is messy. This is hard, right? Hurting your partner and being unfaithful in a relationship is like a big one, you know? People go to therapy for this all the time. Like, it's a difficult issue to come back from. However, it is a figure-outable issue. And so like this conversation did still have the ability to be productive had Colby said, you know what, you're right. I fucked it up. I recognize that I did the wrong thing. Like, let's talk about it. Let's air this out. Let's like gain some clarity. Let's like, maybe he did have a misunderstanding. I don't know. Like, let's air out what our misunderstandings were. Yeah. You know, we could have had a productive dialogue here had Colby been willing to set his ego aside to really own, like, I was wrong. I made the choice as an adult man to do the wrong thing and it hurt you. And the impact of that now is that our trust in our relationship is diminished. Your trust in me and like your desire to be with me is diminished, you know, but like he didn't do that.
He didn't do anything.
No, he didn't. I really,
try at all.
just very much want to encourage people, if you find yourself in a situation like this, to give yourself the time and space that you need to collect yourself and to unpack experiences like this with people that you know are safe for you. Because communicating with someone who makes you feel like confused and overwhelmed like this, it's a very heady experience. And sometimes we're best served by saying, like, I need to pause this conversation and collect myself before we try to go any further. Because especially someone who is committed to not having like real conflict resolution with you, that conversation's not going to go anywhere productive. It will probably just continue to be unsafe for you.
Why is it helpful to you to pick somebody who's similar to you, but not helpful for me to pick somebody who's similar to me?
I think y'all both should pick people.
Also, is that a bad thing?
You know why?
Is it bad to marry someone who's similar to you?
It's just like me. I'm gonna push the person that I'm with. In my eyes, I was picking somebody that was gonna help me grow the most, not who I was gonna be most comfortable with. She's gonna feel comfortable not having someone actually just push her.
Jake did push me to open up. He was just gentle about it.
Her and Jake's personalities are more calm, so they're not gonna do it in the same way you do
There's no way. It doesn't matter if it's freaking just one of my guy friends. If I stay with that person
argumentative.
for 3. Well, just go ahead, cut me off, and go ahead.
No, please keep talking.
No, it doesn't matter, because we wasn't supposed to.
Who said what you had to say doesn't matter?
Go ahead. We good. See,
You know why
I just like to cut in when he's inaccurate.
Can I say something? Do you
well,
know
if
why
it's that
she
important, then
interjects?
say it after.
Do you know why
We talked
she
for a long time.
Everyone is talking over everyone at this lunch and it's driving me nuts.
Because I won't be hurt if I don't.
Oh, whoa, okay. Well, that was a good one because you want, can I tell you something?
Okay.
Can I tell you something? Look at me. Zay.
Yeah, I got whatever I don't. Bro,
Zay,
I'm
don't
down.
do that to me because I'm her mom. Look at me. Look at me for a second. She said because she wants to be heard.
Is that a non-negotiable for you, to be heard?
So why are we having this conversation with your parents?
God.
Also, what?
So you don't think they got as much out of it as you and Shanique did?
I'm sorry.
Right.
It's not.
Did he actually just ask the question, is it a non-negotiable to be heard?
You know, that's what I heard.
I hope he was being facetious.
Fucking competition. I have never once said, oh, Jake and I did better than you and Shanique because we didn't argue.
I'm telling you how I feel about it.
You're just a pusher. I'm just not a pusher. You just push all the fucking time. I just don't push people like that because it doesn't make me happy to do that.
How long have you been feeling unheard?
I don't want to cut you off. I'm just making sure you're
Now
finished
you
with
being
your
petty.
thought.
Like, come on, bro.
Oh, he asked you a question.
I'm just making sure.
Come on, bro.
I just want to be clear.
All right, I'm done talking. I swear.
Wait, Rachel. He asked you a question and he paused. How long have you felt unheard? Zay, are you gonna look at her when she answers?
I just think during our arguments, he just talks for a very long time. And then when I try to respond, he's like, don't cut me off.
It's not even an answer. That's not even a question. That's not
I'm saying I've always
That's
felt
her answer.
unheard
That's
during
why
our
she
arguments.
feels unheard.
That's my answer.
She just answered your question. Did you hear that?
What was the question?
Okay.
The question was why.
Okay. This is a bloodbath. So
This might be one of my least favorite interactions of it.
first of all, Zay asking the question by going like, well, how long have you felt unheard? And then like with the face, I think this is a good opportunity to highlight how asking a question when we're communicating with our partner or with anyone really is different if you are presenting non-verbally in a way that makes it clear I'm not actually interested in the answer to this question. Because if someone asks you, okay, how long have you been feeling unheard in our relationship? Feels very different than like, how long have you been feeling unheard? See? how those, like, one of those questions I want to answer.
Yeah.
One of those feels like you're genuinely trying to understand me. And the other one feels like you're asking a question for the purpose of then defeating my answer and invalidating it. And so, like, that's important energy for us to be cognizant of, like, whether we're bringing that into the room. Because now, like, these two, like, he just said it, like, what even was the question? Like, I don't think he actually asked that question with the intention of learning anything. And then she answered the question in this, like, very petty, very passive aggressive and frustrated way. And, like, this communication serves no purpose anymore. We're not hearing each other. Yeah. We're just, like, yelling around. Like, we're not even yelling at each other. And also, again, I think, like, this also highlights why you can't therapize your own family, why having your family try to be mediators or conflict resolution people is unuseful, because I'm sure that Zay is feeling defensive because it's Ray's mom. Ray's mom, I think so, or friend or something. Yeah. Ray's mom is not doing a good job of being impartial. Ray's mom is also not doing a good job of not fucking interrupting everybody constantly. So everyone is interrupting everyone. There's hurt feelings galore, and this conversation is, like, going in a circle to nowhere.
Down the drain.
Yeah, going in a circle down the drain.
You were drunk all last night.
I don't remember that.
Well, do you understand how that's so frustrating for me? Because you were drunk. I came over here, you're passed out, your phone was unlocked, and I opened your phone and I went through it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Let's start off by, my name is April. I'm a psycho bitch. And if there's anything I need to find out, I will find out.
Okay.
And I found videos on Jake's phone filming this close up to Ray's ass doing this shit at the fucking club. Why are there multiple videos?
Why are you going through my phone right now?
Why are there multiple videos? And I am psycho, and I airdrop them to myself. Why are there multiple videos?
That's some bullshit.
No, it's not some bullshit.
Yep,
Why are there multiple videos of you recording some other girl's ass? You're over here filming this girl's coochie and her fucking ass
trying right now to make me look like the worst guy in the world when I had nothing to do with it. You are literally attacking me right now.
I'm not attacking you.
You are.
I'm
That's
sitting
fucked
here
up
talking.
for you to go through my phone and go through your
This is going about as well for everybody as I thought it was going to go.
And if Madeline ever saw that, I guarantee you she'd be fucking livid.
If she would've just asked me about the things in my phone, I've been open and honest with her and showed her. Like, it's not a big deal. Because there's nothing to hide. She made it sound so bad. That's an invasion of privacy. I've never gone through her phone once in my life. I don't trust April at all right now after what she just did.
There's no fucking reason to have videos of bitches doing fucking this at the club. That's fucking cheating.
That's not cheating, because it was a joke. You didn't know the behind the story. I wasn't just filming her ass for no reason.
You're filming her ass everywhere she goes.
Oh my God, stop.
After what the fuck I saw on that phone, I don't think that all they did is kiss and make out. I'm not surprised. Ray walked in here in the most unstable fucking relationship.
Oh,
she's twerking her ass off in the club, and he's clearly proud of recording it up close and front row seat. Okay. Well, all my girlfriends are downstairs waiting, so I'm gonna go continue having a great rest of my birthday.
Oi.
That's it. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, no conflict resolution whatsoever there. Generally, I know that the phone thing is hard because, especially in situations like this, it feels like if I hadn't gone through it, then I wouldn't have known. But I do lean towards feeling like it's an invasion of privacy. We don't know whether Jake is being honest about whether he would have showed her or not. But because people who are cheating and people who are being deceitful are just not going to show you the things that they're being deceitful about. So it's a hard issue, you know? But I do think it's worth pointing out that if you're in a place where you feel the need to look through your partner's phone in secret in order to learn the truth, then we have greater issues that we need to discuss about the trust and the health of our relationship generally. Yeah. So like, I certainly don't want to advocate for going through people's phones because it is kind of a privacy and a boundary issue.
Tonight, I asked him to meet up with my friends because they know me. And
that sounds like a horrible idea.
As a couple, they give awesome advice.
So they're all just going to shit on him?
I do need their opinions. So I've been back with Colby since.
Is Colby coming or just her?
He had gone out and he said a girl walked up to him and kissed him. Whatever, I don't know what the hell was up with that. He told me the truth about it. But there was more truth to the truth. I went through his little watch the other day. He continued to text her for 3 weeks about how we're gonna have an open relationship, complained about me to another woman.
Gonna have one.
Yeah, it's a lot, it's a lot.
you might deserve a little more than that. I'm done. He's a no.
Okay,
I'm
well,
not going to
it's
hold
not your
everything that
relationship.
he's done
I don't
against him,
disagree.
because I wouldn't want that held against me.
Ugh.
Whether or not I should spend the rest of my life with him is in question and should be questioned, and I will continue to evaluate throughout the next 2 weeks. I need him to recognize
that's
the
more
reality
adult
of me, the reality of himself, and the problems in our relationship. Period.
Lady.
Yeah, no, this is awful. No.
This is a terrible idea.
Good, how are you?
Good.
She just character assassinated him in front of her
Literally,
friends.
yeah, like I just talked so much shit about you. Hey, welcome.
Yeah, just in time for him to arrive.
So. Yeah, walking at a bad time or what?
No,
Jesus.
Why did Matt?
You all right?
Just brought him here for the firing squad, basically.
Pretty much, yeah, which is unfair, honestly.
I don't agree with
I
anything
put it
he
all out
did.
there, like truly, like I think they need to hear your perspective.
Yeah, we want to hear your perspective. We don't know anything about your experience.
I went kind of a different route. You kissed somebody. I wanted to kiss somebody.
You've just said that you've done those things because of me.
I did.
You've done those things because of how it made you feel. It is not my fault.
It was not a personal feeling. Like I was searching, outsourcing. It's supposed to experience.
Stop saying that word.
He said, I don't have feelings. I'm a man.
I've already experienced. Make
I
sure
don't have feelings. I just outsource things.
I don't think he's hearing.
He can't.
No,
he literally cannot see past himself.
Okay.
That's how I feel. That's what I had to say.
If you were me, would you be ready to marry you now?
I think if I were you, I would still be in question. I think that's very fair to say. I know what I want, and that's you. And there's not a doubt in my mind about it. And the reason why I'm so certain is because I experienced something that has completely confirmed the way I feel about Madeline. I got nothing from it. I got no excitement, no joy.
Okay, I think that's probably not true.
Sense of pleasure, none of it.
If it wasn't giving you happiness, like why did you continue it for like at least 2 weeks?
We're going in circles now.
How is this gonna be okay moving forward? Are you gonna continue to pursue relationships with the girls that you texted?
We've already gone there. I have honestly put so much aside for your ass, for you to question me now.
Fucking leave! Walk! Please!
Why are we doing this?
Do us both the favor.
How about hold off the tequila a little bit, and then maybe we can have a discussion.
Bye!
That's ridiculous.
And it's all come back to you blaming me, and I'm fucking over it.
When have I blamed you?
Okay, see, this is, and then like they basically just have a crowd.
Drop the mic and walk out, fucking Houdini.
Use
I
a
don't
crowd.
know.
I don't think Houdini reveals his tricks, and that's what you fucking just did, you dumbass.
Okay, literally, what are we saying?
You gotta see this. You've gotta see that this. You cannot continue to deal with that shit. You cannot.
I've loved Colby, but he's demanded this ultimatum for me, and I have truly done everything that I could to get myself ready to prepare myself for a marriage with him.
Are you good? Can I have a hug?
No,
Are you
of course she's not okay. You people just hyped her up.
And instead, he's gone totally left field and created more doubt. It's to the point where I cannot even defend him. I know I need more out of a man. So, I mean, it's infuriating. I feel like I've almost wasted my time. I had an incredible 3 weeks with Randall, and you know, I think that could extend, that could go further. Fuck this, fuck Colby.
You want this, but he's not the person you want it with.
Okay. Great. I don't disagree with Colby about them needing to have the conversation while sober, and I don't agree with Madeline's decision to have her friends present for this conversation. But generally, I think Colby for sure is doing a terrible job of taking accountability, of creating space, of trying to foster an attitude of trust. Because every time he gets held to task, and again, the show is like very highly edited. We have no idea what the actual conversations have looked like because Netflix doesn't show us that. But it does seem like every time Madeline holds him to task in a very like pointed way that he circles around and like sort of flits away. Yeah. So the whole situation is just a mess and like a masterclass in what unhealthy communication looks like, in what unproductive communication looks like.
Bad.
It's all bad, man. All bad. I am curious to see what the next couple of episodes look like, because right now it seems like
I'm looking good.
It seems like Ray and Zay are not doing well. Madeline and Colby not doing well.
Jake and April. But also too, it's
Jake
weird.
and
They're like
April
not doing
well.
They're like not doing well with shit that was like not reflective of their experience with the other couple.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Like everyone's shit is like
it seems very much like the pre-existing issues that they came into this experiment with are still there. What a surprise. Because we haven't done any meaningful work around like the actual relationship. I think this also goes to show though, that even if you are working on yourself and doing self-improvement, if the relationship itself has these like pretty glaring flaws or like big wounds, we need to work on those. You know, like there's only a certain amount of like meditation and journaling and self-improvement that one can really do
to fix a relationship.
Yeah, because there's two people involved, you know?
Yeah.
And if there's this pattern of mutual hurt, then like especially with April and Jake, they seem to have this dance of like, you hurt me, so I'm going to hurt you, and then I'm getting back at you for hurting me last time. And and so like that needs to be addressed. It doesn't really matter if they're working on themselves or being better people, like the relationship itself, like the patterns within the relationship need work. So
that sums it up.
Wow, what a mess.
This fly.
We're gonna go before a fly lands in our mouth. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Thank you for watching. That was cute.
Wow, that was great,
That was
babe.
cute. If you guys enjoy this format and you want to listen to our podcast, the link to become a patron is in the description. You can have access to our podcast if you subscribe to tier 2 and above. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the video to help the channel grow and to help each other grow. And I will see you guys next Saturday. We will see you guys later.
Sometime
Yeah.
in the future.
Yeah, undetermined date. Okay, bye.